Well, I'm going to share with you some tips that I used to get into nursing school. So one major tip I would tell you, especially for the people in the diaspora, or even if you're in Kenya, I don't know about Kenya, but whoever is watching me here in the US, they focus or they provide opportunities for minorities, people with color, people who are unprivileged, stuff like that. So one of the major tip is that for my school, they consider having a third language, or not a third language, a second language or third language. It gives you 10 extra points. So for my school, what they did, there's a company called Alta Testing. They have a form you have to fill during the nursing school application. And all these things I'm talking about, applications, need to be done when you're doing at least your second last prerequisites, so that you don't miss out on like your timelines. If you want to finish this whole program in a short amount of time, you have to do this while you're still in school. So the alter testing is they hook you up with you have to pay. They hook you up with the organization. You send an email to your school. They will hook you up to a tester, an interviewer. An interviewer is going to ask you questions based on your language, whether it's Yoruba, whether it's Chinese, whether it's Indian, wherever you're watching me from and you're in the diaspora or you're here in the US. I don't know how many people call diaspora. Do you people from India call people in the US diaspora? I don't know. It's a term we use as Kenyans, people in the diaspora, people in the US or in UK or in Canada or Australia. So they interview you and they ask you questions in your own language and you have to answer in order to get the points. So they start with the simple, let's say, for example, ours is Swahili. They start with the simple vocabulary for Swahili. They go to the complex, to the intermediate one, and then they go to the complex. So if you pass all these stages, you will notice with how the conversation is going, like harder and getting harder and getting harder. So the hardest is because is like asking you medical terms in like a sentence. It's not crazy. It's medical terms that you know, but that you've learned in your Swahili classes, but it's not a must for you to be like crazy out of this world. It's something that you have to comprehend, understand, and be able to respond back to this person. Okay. So that's one of the major tips for getting extra points for nursing school, and especially my school. And I know Shoreline Community College, you get 3 extra points if you, let me read that. Fluency in a foreign language or American Sign Language, points given based on the results of fluency test. That's the website I'm talking about. They also have that. Or for applicants that are identified as international students or wherever local, have migrated to the US when they were at least 12 years old. It means when you're 12 years old, you already have your own language. So you just have to prove to them that you just came to the US the other day. And by the way, all this is happening. You don't have to have papers or stuff. This is school. They don't care whether you have papers or not. Okay. That is something you should all know. That misconception that you need ABCD to go to school and all this. No, you just go to school. Okay. Um, the third tip I want to share with you, the second one is that for a school like Shoreline, if you do 20 credits of your prerequisite in that school, you get 1 extra point for having done your credits in that school. So if you're around places like Shoreline, Linwood, up in the north, if you go to Shoreline, you get at least 1 point. If you have another degree, you get 2 extra points. So this is why I'm saying Everett is better. You know why? Because all these things I'm mentioning, like they are on a solid 10 points. And the reason as to why I'm insisting on this is because the locals who you're competing with, especially the high school kids, they don't have any other language apart from maybe Spanish, or maybe I don't think many of them even have Spanish apart from if you're competing with another Spanish person, they will definitely do their Spanish and they'll pass. But if you already have this, I'm telling you today, because I've not seen anyone talking in any video saying that These are extra points for nursing school, for Everett Community College. I've not seen anyone doing such a video. So please share this information to your friends and family. We have a nursing group, WhatsApp group, has almost 200 people, but I know most of them, they're not in school, but I'll share this video and please share this information. It's doable. Another thing is that if you have volunteer, remember my school, they don't care about volunteer, but they care about work experience. If you have volunteer experience at Shoreline, you can get up to 15 points. Okay, so this is working or volunteer experience in the last 10 years. If you have more than 960 hours, more than 6 months, or even let's say 1,000 hours of working, that's extra 15 points. 15 points for working more than 1 year as a CNA. Okay, those are the three major ones that I want to differentiate, especially these schools, because other schools, I know they don't care about maybe volunteer. Other schools, they don't care about your language. But this is here. I am telling you, it's possible. Whoever is struggling, I know somebody called me and she told me, you know what, Lucy, I finished my prerequisite a long time ago, but I've been so fearful of applying to a school because I'm not sure if I'm ready for the points or if I'll be selected. And imagine it's possible. Like, I wanted to reach this point so that I talk about nursing school and how to get in. I don't want to talk about something that I've not done myself. So if you're there watching me and you're struggling, you don't know where to start, please hit the description box, send me a text. I have an email. Now that I have an email, consultluzyaisha@gmail.com, and I will definitely respond to you. I know I've not responded to so many people for the EB3 visas, but I'll be doing that now that I have some time this week. And of course, as always, I got you. I will take you through it. Even to coaching, if we're gonna spend some time together, and I will coach you through like the whole prerequisite period and nursing school and what to do and what not to do, I'm here for you. I am here to coach you. Okay. So another thing, do not forget to start your immunization. I think this is a whole subject that I will be talking about in the next video. Keep watching. The next video I'll be sharing with you when you're supposed to start your immunization processes, especially for my school. I missed out the first time because I was missing okay, I didn't even go through with the application because I knew I wouldn't be accepted, but I missed out on one immunization that had to be provided before even submitting all my paperwork. So I don't want that to happen to you, you know? I do not want that to happen to you. So please, just share this video. What's the next video? I'm going to be sharing you my immunization story and what you need to do. Some schools, they don't require to start before, but trust me, you start before so that when they accept you, you're already done with a whole bunch of, things, and you need to get going. You need to focus on your school. Okay, what's the next video? Peace.